Football signing day is upon us, but the annual event has recently been overshadowed by reports of concussions and head trauma. Good evening, I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Latricia Thomas. News Channel 9's Natalie Jenereski spoke with a neurosurgeon today about the toll that football can take on the brains of young people. Natalie.
Kim, Latricia, good evening. The brain surgeon I spoke with today compared the game of football to the tobacco industry. He says experts have long known about the game's negative side effects, but it's only being addressed now that evidence is being brought to light.
Clearly, we're seeing the long-term consequences of concussions, and it's serious.
Dr. Timothy Strait has been practicing neurosurgery in Chattanooga for 30 years. Each football season, he sees about 20 to 30 different players for head injuries, and he says the negative effects of playing football are very real.
I think any young man who decides he wants to play football probably at least needs to be aware of that fact.
Cleveland Bradley Central player Austin Sanders, who signed with UT this morning, says he's aware of the risks associated with the sport, but has chosen to play for at least another 4 years.
You play because you love the sport, it's not because you want to be safe, or, football's football, and that's what it's all about.
It doesn't make the 6'5" offensive lineman's mother uneasy either.
I mean, I put it in God's hands, and, I believe that He'll, keep him safe for it. I'm not really, too concerned about it.
Meanwhile, Strait recalls one of his patients who eventually went on to play for Mississippi State.
One time he had a stinger during a football game, and I examined him at halftime and said, "You can't play." And boy, I got a lot of resistance from his head coach.
That was a few years ago, and Strait says the trend seems to be changing, where head coaches are now taking notice and protecting their players. And if the coach isn't, that's where Strait steps in.
And then you really kind of feel compelled to tell them that their life is in front of them. Football's not the only thing, and just kind of at least broach the subject.
Now, new NCAA rules related to head-down contact and spearing in collegiate football have been distributed to all coaches and officials throughout the country. With diligent enforcement, there is a hope for a significant reduction in head and neck injuries. Kim, back to you.
Natalie, thank you.